My name is Cheryl Boyd. I am from the United States of America, from Texas. I've been on staff for about 30 years now. 17 years I spent with the campus ministry. Of those 17 years, I spent 12 in Russia. And then I came home and helped launch a new initiative with our ministry in cities, which eventually led me to digital strategies. But I missed being a part of what God was doing all around the world and getting to directly interact with leaders from around the world. So I made the switch to global digital strategies. And I've been doing that since 2018. For the past couple of years, I've given leadership to global digital strategies for our ministry around the world. What that means is basically, how are we making Jesus and his mission accessible to anybody, anytime, anywhere they want to be a part of it? So it's not absolutely necessary that we have a staff person or a representative in a location at a moment in order for someone to hear the good news about Jesus. They can actually go on their phones and ask those questions. When people are pulling out their phones, they're usually looking for direction, they're asking questions, and they're looking for connection to people. And why wouldn't we want to be there to help them find direction in life, to get answers to their deepest questions, and to get connected to others who know Jesus, who can help them grow? So that's what I do. So we recently got a report back from our leader in a Middle Eastern country. It's a country that's in the news a lot, and they're usually in the news because they're up to some trouble. They're causing trouble with other nations. There was a young man who worked in the military. He served as a soldier in the military, and he was asking lots of questions, and he went online to get answers to those questions, and through that he found information and a connection about Jesus, and he ended up trusting Christ. And even though he serves in this military, which he's forced to serve in, he is now a follower of Jesus, and he's actually growing in his faith. He's been a part of a Bible study connected to another person for several months now, and he's growing and he's sharing his faith with others. So I think that's some of the aspects of digital that I think are most surprising and have the greatest impact. And it motivates me to pray more, because even when you hear headlines on the news of forces that might be used for evil, just imagining that within those regimes, there are people who are hearing the voice of Jesus and are responding to the voice of Jesus, and the Lord has embedded them right where they are. And it would be surprising to us, I think, if we could see all the followers of Jesus who he has in those places. Another story is in a similar location, not the exact same country, but an imam had a dream about Jesus, and he responded, and he put his faith in Christ. He didn't tell his wife and his daughter about it, though, for fear of endangering himself and his family, I'm sure. I don't know personally all of his motivation, but they didn't know. But he responded to the invitation to follow Jesus, and he started following Jesus. Well, he died, and his wife and his daughter were left behind. And eventually they learned of his faith, and they responded as well. So it was one of those stories that you just sit there and go, wow, how great is our God, and how great is his love for people who live in some of these hard to reach places that we might, if we were to see them on the street, we might label them as an enemy, but they're really people who are searching, who need to know the love of Jesus. And not only did this man respond, but I'm sure he prayed for his family, and even after he was gone, the Lord answered his prayers and drew his family to him as well. And it's just a beautiful picture of the power of prayer and the power of the gospel to change lives.